I'm Julie Barkey with this Senate update. A transportation package that would raise roughly $6 billion in new revenue over the next 10 years was detailed in the Senate Finance Committee on Thursday. Now, at the conclusion of that discussion, members began looking ahead to the end of session and the possibility of no transportation bill signed at all.
In the St. Paul Pioneer Press yesterday, Senator Bach was very clear that he saw no need for a transportation bill, and then actually referenced a tax bill as well. Senator Dibble, is that anything that the Majority Leader discussed with you at all? Or?
Mr. Chair, Senator Peterson, no, Senator Bach, did articulate, has articulated, I think he's articulated this in the past, that I think in that same article, I read it too, said it is pretty important to do a transportation bill, but that, the world wouldn't come to an end if we didn't do a transportation bill. I think what he was pointing out was that the same is true of a tax bill that the other body seems to want a lot as well. Likewise, so if we were just to do a lights on bill, we would suffer pretty serious consequences in terms of falling behind in our transportation needs. Transportation is one of those things that we do in terms of planning for the long term. It's not like not appropriating dollars for education. If we don't appropriate dollars for education, then no kids can go to school next year. If we don't take care of our transportation needs, the consequences would be felt, but felt over a long-term horizon. That's why we're trying to do a long-term sustainable transportation bill. That's the whole point. Likewise, on the tax bill that the House seems to want a lot, we can just do our current taxes and no big changes. Current law holds, and we just kind of hold with current law, and the world won't come to an end, but a lot of important things won't happen that people want to have happen. So I think that's the point he's trying to make. I think if you read the whole article, transportation is a high priority. He really wants to get it done. These are important investments that we make, but balanced against things that other people want, we gotta see what we can get done with some collaboration and some negotiation and some discussion.
Well, Mr. Chair, members, and Senator Dibble, I don't need to tell you that I think there's many members in the other body that would view that as a victory, having no transportation bill and no tax bill. And so the question I have for you, are you have plans to work on kind of an emergency transportation finance bill, if that were to happen?
Senator Dibble.
Senator, Mr. Chair, Senator Peterson, I wake up every day, sun is shining, the birds are chirping, I'm optimistic. I jump out of bed and I'm optimistic that we're going to get this transportation bill that this body has already voted on, a significant package. So I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm optimistic we're going to get this done.
So thank you for sharing your life philosophy with us, Senator Dibble.
So I'm trying to keep up with all this here, and the technology and all these articles that are coming out that were referred to in this bill. But being the finance chair, I know you'd have a pretty good grasp on what's going on when it comes to dollars and cents moving forward. But should we not pass a tax bill? Should we not pass a transportation bill? As the Majority Leader has said publicly, what would that leave us coming in next March? How much money would we have for bonding proposal a year? And now I'm a little more confused because Senator Pappas just said we were looking at $1 billion bonding bill. I thought it was less than that, so I'm confused on the numbers.
Senator Ingebrigtsen, that would be an impossible question to answer at this point.
Okay.
We need staff to spend some time putting that together.
I don't need that, Mr. Chair, but I just thought maybe you'd have an idea, and I'd be certainly more than happy to talk to you offline.
If we didn't pass those bills, we'd have lots of money. So
we'd have lots of money.
Is that sufficient?